here's like the setup though. So we got Bella, my Shih Tzu, over there. She's chilling with the comfortable blankie. Right. So I pretty much have the gaming chair here. So I should set up for winter night and everything. Right. So we got the Emerge gaming chair right here. So what we do is we get one cover blankie right here. Then we get this like so. And here's the next phase of it. Get the really, now this is with, I have long sleeve shirt, regular shirt, and then I have the house shoes. So it's like, all right, so this is pretty much going to cover everything. And then I have my hoodie on. So then the chair is going to be kind of like complete. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna cover everything, so that when the temperatures drop to the 25s and shit, I'll be having it dope, and I'll be ready to. I just don't put on any gloves, to game, so I'll have my hands free, so I can game it, and then I can also get the iced tea. Yeah. Yeah, I slept pretty good last night when it was freezing, more or less. And then I woke up before the morning. And then I had this dream. I was like in a department store. And I heard this song. And it was like about Christmas. But, I woke up and I was like, man, first of all, I didn't feel like getting up and recording a song like at 8 in the morning, right? But the song was really good. So I was like, shit, well, this song sounds pretty good. And I was like, well, it's about Christmas. Fuck it, I want to go back to sleep. And then so I decided to make a compromise in this situation. Instead of fully getting up and busting out the guitar and trying to figure out the song that I heard in my dream. This time, the dream was really lucid and it was really clear. Like the melody and everything was like the song sounded great in my head. And then so I was like, oh shit. It's like this almost made me get up and go into the office music studio / and start playing, because my sleep that night had been pretty good. So I almost said, screw it, let's get up and, lay down the track. And the song was about Christmas and it was pretty cheesy. So my compromise was I just recorded the melody. I just sang it, on my iPhone, recorded a little video in the dark. And then I was like, okay, I'm going back to sleep. And anyways, I might play that song even though it's not Christmas. I might experiment with it if I can remember the melody exactly and discern it from a lot of times. If I hear a song in my dream and I don't play it on a guitar, then I don't. A lot of times I might forget the melody. I forget exactly how it sounded in my head while I was asleep. So, that's a bummer, but it happens. How many lost songs are there? Yeah, how many lost melodies? It's kind of like how many ancient places are there? How many? Yeah, so many mysteries. Too many to discover. I think sometimes. So let's get to the gaming then. The Zelda. Had to show my setup though, because what was going on there. Breath of the Wild. Okay. Wickety wop wop, wickety wop wop. Yeah. I don't know. To live in a time of yeah, when I was growing up, Will Smith was like the most popular thing ever, and more popular than sliced bread. And he was really a household name, and the world seemed to just love it and adore him. And so, yeah. At first, he was on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I wasn't really part of that train. I don't know if it was necessarily a race thing, but a lot of white teenagers sometimes they didn't watch Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Maybe they did. I don't know. I can't say that for sure. I don't think it was a race thing. I mean, I thought it was funny, and I think a lot of white kids at that time had DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, the rap, some early rap albums and stuff. So a lot of those kids, I was maybe too young to watch the show, but maybe teenagers. Uh, yeah, maybe at first when Fresh Prince came out, I wasn't a teenager, and so I was still a little kid, so that's why I wasn't really into it. I don't know, when did Fresh Prince come out? Fresh Prince of Bel Air, was that? It was a totally '90s thing, right? Okay, there it is. First episode date, September 10th, 1990. Yeah, I was still a kid when it first came out. Yeah, I was 10 years old, so yeah, that's why I wasn't really into it. That's why younger kids are. Sorry. Plus I'm a white guy, so I'm a white dude, so that probably was part of it too. A little bit at least. Yeah, I think maybe the older teenagers would watch Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and then that's how I would know about it. And I'd hear the rap and the song and all that stuff. And there were homies in my hood treating me no good. Thought that was pretty funny. And I really liked to play basketball when I was younger. That was like one of the most popular things in the 1990s was basketball. Especially in Houston, Texas, because the Houston Rockets won two back-to-back championships in the early '90s. So that's why I have like really fond memories of it. That probably inspired me and my friends to play a lot more basketball than otherwise we would have. Street ball was always just like a riot. I don't know if I could get the same joy playing basketball at 13 as somebody who's 44 years old. Like I can't imagine getting that same amount of joy of just doing it. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things. It's just the joy of youth, and when you have the joy of youth, it's just like, oh man, it's just you're just happy just to be alive. Like it's like the joy of youth. Yeah, I guess because when you're a kid or teenagers, you're just kind of like you're just happy to get together with people and just do stuff, and then that's like uh, you're not like in some sort of financial or social competition necessarily. I mean, it's still there, but the main priority if you're a kid or teenagers most of the time seems to be like let's have fun. I mean, basically, essentially speaking. And you have like conversations like when you're a teenager with your friends that you may never ever have again in your life. Like an example would be, okay, if you're with the guy out in the forest and he's your friend when you're 50, all right, and you're looking up at the stars and y'all are camping. If you're like, hey, Joe, man, look at all those stars. Imagine the possibilities of what could be up there. And then your friend would say, like, yeah, Billy, I think you're high. Or have you been smoking weed? But if you're a teenager having that same conversation, then it's like deep. Meaty rice balls. Meaty rice balls. Meaty rice balls. Balls, balls, balls. Ballsy balls, balls. Mm-hmm. Balls. Can we make fish balls? Let's make balls. Let's make fishy balls. Seafood rice balls. Balls. What is boys Vulcan? These boys Vulcan or what? Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to tell y'all we're on Star Trek. This isn't Star Trek. Ha 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 ha. I wish. But these kind of graphics, it'd be like a really badass Star Trek game, huh? Fuck yeah. This would be like the most badass Star Trek game ever. Alright, I'll pretend we're on planet Vulcan with this dude's ears and shit. Yeah. You can pretend like it was Lord of the Rings though. Fuck that. Give me radish. Uh big hearty radish. 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 That was pretty good at I used to work at this deli and they had horseradish cheese. Oh, that was so good. I know. It's kind of horseradish. I have really bad allergies, and that kind of opens up the sinuses. So I love it because it just kind of opens up your airways really good. I know it kind of burns your nose, but I think it's cool. I think it's like anti-sinus problems, anti-allergy kind of. So I believe in holistic medicine. I believe in the hose, boy. No, should we go back to the topic? We were talking about Will Smith. How he was really popular in the 1990s. Yeah, we'll go back to that, I guess. So he was really popular, Fresh Prince, 1990, and then yeah, he was with it was the I don't know. Did his rap career come first? Was it Fresh Prince and the DJ Jazzy Jeff, and then he got a show probably? Maybe that's how it worked. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I bet the rap career came first, and then the show hit. You know, that's how I imagine that it went down. Or at least that makes more sense. Okay, we got 13,000 bones going shopping. What kind of axe am I getting? The Thanos killing kind. Now it's say like, what kind of sword am I forging? The Ganon killing kind. Yeah, I guess I do find it funny that almost all the movies and all the entertainment is really violent, and the first thing that they tell men to do is not be violent. But like almost every time, but like in Marvel Disney, it's saying violence is good if you're facing somebody that's evil. So violence is okay as long as you're fighting evil or you're fighting the bad guys. So what Marvel Disney is saying is that violence is justified because you have to, basically. Although I will say it's hard to have an exciting action adventure movie without violence. I mean, that would be pretty almost impossible to achieve. So then, Fresh Prince of Bel Air is a big hit. The teenagers love it. The kids love it. And also, right when the internet was starting, one of the first, early memes was the Carlton dance, this wild dance, and many generations would discover the Carlton dance and laugh at Fresh Prince of Bel Air skits with Will Smith and Carlton. And I remember this one girl that I was working with. She was like, "Look," and she had her phone, and she showed me like this like dance skit, and it, it's kind of weird because there's like the people that originally watched the show, and then there's people that like just discovered it on YouTube and discovered it on the internet. So it's like you have different generations of people enjoying the show, and so I never really I'm not a regular viewer of it. I think it's kind of like I think it I guess I hate those shows where it's where like I hate those shows that are like cheesy about class that show, you know, there's the guy he's from the hood or he's from the ghetto or whatever, and then he's like, oh my god, I don't know how to act upper crust society, and then he gets there and like, the fucking the butler's like, "Hey, would you like the hors d'oeuvres, sir?" And I always hated shit like that, just naturally. And I always hated shows with that gimmick, with that premise, and that's the reason why I don't like Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Not because it has black people in it, but because I hate that premise. I hate that gimmick, basically. I hate that premise of like somebody from the hood, and then they go live in, with their auntie and their uncle in Bel Air, or like in Santa Barbara or whatever. I just hate that premise. Like they don't understand each other, even though they're relatives, just because like one's poor and the other's wealthy and a different class, socioeconomic class, and all that shit. So I always hated just that gimmick, that premise. Uh, I like comedies like Fish Out of Water, and that's a fish out of water comedy. But I don't like that particular uh, premise. I don't. And another thing, A Tale of Two Cities isn't exactly original material anyway for a comedy or a drama. That premise in general is just kind of cliche and kind of tired at this point. It's been told that kind of premise has been told for like basically has been in popular entertainment and culture for at least since the English language, at least for 500 years. So not exactly original and not my bag of tea really. So what I guess when I was younger and I saw that, I saw like the butler and then Will Smith's like, "What up, man? I don't know what's going on in here." And then the butler's like, "Oh, you ghetto, you poor soul. You don't know how our elitist ways work, boy." That just shit, just an immediate turn off. "Oh, you uneducated boy." I'm just thinking to myself like, "Oh Lord, I can't watch this. This is too cheesy. It's too cliche." Ah, nice shot. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of like before my time, and then it was after my time, and then I probably listened to the parents just don't understand more than I ever did watch the show. But I could see people had a love for it, and like in the late 2000s, uh, this one classmate in my geology class, I remember we were hanging out and stuff, and before we were going to go to school or something, he was watching early in the morning. He was watching episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I didn't really say anything much. I just said, "Oh, you're watching Fresh Prince of Bel Air," which I didn't expect somebody that was he was like what 10 years younger than me or something. And so I didn't expect someone from his generation to still be checking it out. But I guess Zillennials were checking it out, Zoomers, and people born in the 90s were checking out stuff from the 90s. Yeah, maybe it was their way of like holding on to their childhood too. It's like, yeah, maybe they watched it when they were a kid or something. I don't know how long it ran. I need to get that herb. Let's get this boy down. Yeah, so probably what happened was okay, so maybe somebody's born in 2010 and now they're like 15, right? This is just a hypothetical situation. All right, so but to feel like they're connected to their childhood or connected to time, they might, watch something from 2010s, even though they were really young or whatever, or they didn't fully understand the adult context of the shows or whatever the case may be, but they watched the show just to feel like, you know, like feel their childhood again. So they do it for like nostalgia or to feel like a connection with time. Like when I was a kid, there was a show I really liked called Silver Spoons in the 1980s with Ricky Schroeder, and that show always gave me like really. It reminded me of my stepdad because they had like a similar hairstyle. They used to have the big hair back in the days, and kind of reminded me of the good old days or whatever. And one time it was like a Father's Day weekend, and they had a Silver Spoons marathon, and I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, this is like really nostalgic to me. But then I thought to myself, don't live in the past. Like, it's very dangerous to do that. So I know a lot of people are watching old shows to try to like remember their childhood and stuff. But besides just liking the shows, too. Oh, is this the rare one? Yeah, let's get this guy. I think this might be a rare dragon. Let's go. We're gonna get him this time. Here we go. It's like the shit. I'm just not getting him. Is this like an ice dragon or what? Well, let's add some teeth to it. There we go. Oh shit! He froze me, fool. Motherfucker froze me. Froze my ass down. Motherfucker froze me. What we got here? Where's that scale at? So then Then Will Smith did his transition from the comic to kind of like a Bruce Willis transition. Bruce Willis went from comedic actor in Moonlighting to Die Hard into his action film career. So that's what basically Will Smith did. Bitch. Time for this now. Oh, there it is. There's the scale. Nice. At least we got something out of it instead of shit. Look on the bright side. And then I think dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So do we have the scale now? Nadra scale, Nadra's fang. What else we got? So in 1996, uh, hey man, there we go. Oh, okay. I think I was looking for his acting credits. Yeah, it was showing me his producing credits, and I was like, what? Oh, okay. So it's DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. 1986 was the first music video. Okay. Parents just don't understand what's 1988. All right. So he does all this Fresh Prince stuff. And, okay. Oh, he does Bad Boys first. Okay, Bad Boys, and then it's Independence Day. All right. Yeah. Then he blows up on screen. Okay. Now we got his historical a little bit better. Um, all right. So he's in Bad Boys first, and then he's in Independence Day. Then he's a big movie star, and then almost every single summer after that, he comes out in a big science fiction film for a long time. Every single summer, and usually like an event movie, a big movie. All right, let me see here. What's up with the? We have enough food here. Got some food, but all right. Let's fart. Let's get ready to fart. That was a nice one. Yeah, I was trying to get it good. Excellent. Ah, yeah. Take that down. What up? I feel like this is a trick, huh? You'll be dead. This guy seemed like a serial killer, huh? He had that serial killer vibe. Oh, I got an idea. Oh, you want to play games, huh, Don? I'll play with you. Ooh, nice. Play a game with you too. Oh, hey. Ooh. Oh shit! You fell for that shit. Trying to hit you like bite you like Doctor Strange, Don. That guy comes through the portals and shit. Man. All right, we got too many hammers. Even though I was talking about hammer time. Yeah. My boy. Take that, biatch. You can't fly yet, dog. Right. Ugh. It's getting it done. Not even worried about it, dog. Where is this? What? Lost the plot, Holmes. Shit. Better stop tripping. So Will Smith is a big 1990s Hollywood star, and he's in big event movies like Men in Black, Independence Day, Bad Boys franchise, uh, Wild Wild West, and then he also revives his solo rap career, like Get Jiggy with It, and Wild Wild West, Wickedy Wild Wild, and other such hits. So Wickedy Wild Wild, the Wickedy Wild Wild, Wickedy Wild Wild, Wickedy Wild 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 Wild, Wickedy Jiggedy Proclivity. You know the way I live it, D. I'm coming with the liberty. Everybody can feel that. Hell yeah. That boy Eric is my homie. Without a doubt. You don't know shit, dog. I handle my own business, fool. Pick up these iron shrooms. Kill the fox. All right, so Will Smith is a big star. He has a booming uh, movie career, and he marries Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett, and she becomes Jada Pinkett Smith, and then they have some kids, and one of them's called Willow, right? And he's like real gay though, but at first people didn't know the kid was gay, but it became more evident as he got older that he was real gay. Um, so then Will Smith started to have a lot of box office bombs, and hit or miss. I never even seen I Am Legend. It's based off an old like Vincent Price, like an old novel or something too. And I, I actually read I Robot, but I didn't want like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, like a hip hop take on I Robot. So some of the science fiction movies he was doing, I was just like, oh no, like especially based off classics like I Am Legend and uh, I Robot. So I didn't. I stopped going to see any of that. I never really went to a movie to see Will Smith. I'd usually go see Will Smith if he was in a movie that I, he, Will Smith was never like the main attraction for me. Oh, we found it, dude. Yeah. So one of Will Smith's early film bombs was The Wild Wild West, and it was based off a TV show that I used to like when I was a kid. But of course, there was hardly any black people in it. It was a mostly white people were the main characters, and it was about it's basically like I guess cowboy Batman in a lot of ways. It was like what if cowboys had advanced technology to settle the West or some shit like that. Like if cowboys were superheroes is basically the premise, more or less. In a nutshell, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's how I would summarize it in a nutshell. Cowboy Batmans. Cowboy Batman and Robin. A lot of those adventure shows were really popular during the uh, 1960s. But never in my life would I think to get Will Smith and Kevin Kline together in the same movie. I would never think that was a great idea because they had like 0% chemistry. So Will Smith had some hits sometimes, but then he was mainly started to bomb more and more and more, and people got started to get sick of him. He was like cotton candy. It's like you like it at first, and then it's like, uh oh, this is or what was it? Mitch Hedberg said, you know, Will Smith was like pancakes. At first you like them, but then soon you get sick of them. That's how Will Smith was, essentially. All right, where are we at? Down Somersault Plain, Somersault Plain, the new Bay, Trotter's downfall. Mm-hmm. This is dope. I think I'm gonna give me a camp going around here, Don. This is Dawn. Can we kill a crab with a rock? There's always a day to find out. Okay. No, it doesn't kill him. So then Will Smith's movies started to suck and suck and suck. It started to go down and down, and he became less and less popular. And then, yeah, so the problem with Will Smith is that he was only really marketable when he was young and when he was fit and when he was, you know, when he was a thing. And then so now he's, past 50 and he's not a thing, going towards 60, and he's just not a he's just not culturally relevant, and he was never going to have long-term cultural relevancy. Uh, the fact is that Will Smith is not a great actor, and and by the end of Will Smith's career, it started to show. As much as he did the Serena and Venus movie and all that. It's like it keeps turning me around and I'm getting fucking pissed. So I'm like, I'm trying to drop this shit by the fire. Alright, we're gonna try this again. It better not turn me around or anything. There we go. Yeah. Got this pad down. We got blue shell escargot. That's my cargo. Yeah. Look at that. Blue shell escargot. Making that fancy shit by the bay down. Alright, so then this what went down. Something bright for a rainy night, So Will Smith started to show up in movies based off television shows and stuff that and old science fiction stuff that usually had white people in the leads. Not all his movies, obviously, were based on old science fiction novels with white people or written by white people, but it just started to get obvious that that Will Smith was not a great actor, and people started to get sick of him, at least by the early 2000s, and he had started to have a lot of box office bombs too. And then it was, and I never wanted to go really see a Will Smith movie, except if it was something that I just couldn't, like I couldn't, that I really wanted to see. So like, if they had made a new Star Wars movie back in 2009 and Will Smith was in it, I would have to go see it because it would be a new Star Wars movie at that time before it was owned by Disney. Um, Independence Day was a big sci-fi blockbuster, and I was 16 when it came out, so I had to go see it. It just happened to have Will Smith, but I didn't have anything against Will Smith. It's just I never really went to go see a Will Smith movie on purpose. That's not why I went ever. And so then it was playing After Earth was playing at the Dollar Theater, and then my friend told me, "Oh, it's a new Will Smith movie and it's science fiction." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And it's $1.50, so I was like, "All right." So we went to the ghetto to the $1.50 movie theater in 2013, and we watched After Earth. And wow, yeah, yep. And we only paid $1.50 for it, and I was thinking to myself, this script sucks. Will Smith's acting sucks. Uh, Willow Smith sucks, and this whole thing sucks. Man, After Earth. I was trying to give the movie a chance. Like maybe this is gonna be good, like aliens and shit. No, it wasn't. No, it blew ass. It blew major donkey shits. And so, we come out of the theater like, well, guess what? We only paid $1.50 to see this. And I was like, thank God we didn't pay 10 or 20 plus the concessions. This shit blew donkey nuts. It was awful. And then after that, I was like, okay, I might have seen Will Smith movies before, but I was like, this is it, guys. This is just too much. This is basically my Will Smith, the final movie I'm going to see of Will Smith. Like, I don't care if he wins an Oscar for the Serena and Venus Williams movie or whatever. I'm not going to go see another one of his movies ever again. Like, that's it. No more. Then his career goes more and more downhill. He keeps it afloat though, um, but he's not making massive hits like he used to. Uh, then he has to go back into nostalgia and start. He revives the Bad Boys franchise. Was I ever a big Bad Boys fan? Not really. I mean, there's only I, I don't even know like what the plot of like the first Bad Boys is. Like it I didn't like I watched the Martin Lawrence show, and um, I watched Martin Lawrence movies. I've been very entertained by Martin Lawrence, but the funniest thing of Martin Lawrence was the Shanae, where he plays the ghetto chick, and they should have made that Wanda and Shanae movie. That might have been the funniest movie of all time if that had been. Unfortunately, they never made a Shanae movie or a Wanda movie. From Wanda is from In Living Color with Jamie Foxx, and then Shanae is from the Martin Lawrence show. So yeah, so when I watch a Bad Boys movie, it's like I'll watch it, and then I'll see the fights and the shootouts, and I just don't seem to remember after I watch it. I'm just like, it's like, man, it's so forgettable. Like it's not like I'm not nostalgic for it or anything. And I actually enjoy Martin Lawrence. I think he's funnier and than Will Smith. But even though I enjoyed 48 Hours, uh, and even another 48 Hours, and I've enjoyed Lethal Weapon series and stuff like that. Like sometimes the buddy cop films, um, sometimes that gets old too. Not just the actors get old, but it's good just that like, oh, we're doing another movie, that sort of shit. It's like, oh, we're doing another buddy cop movie, and then if they do another Bad Boys movie, it's like, oh, hey, guess what? Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, they're getting older. Oh, it's like no shit. I mean, there's only so many like times I could watch in the movie. I mean, it was funnier the first time. Danny Glover said, "I'm getting too old for this shit." It was funny the first time, but like the Bad Boys just kind of rehashing the same thing. Like, oh man, I got hemorrhoids and I gotta wake up to pee at night and all that shit. Oh man, I had to take my boner pills and all that BS. Oh man, my hernia. It's like, dude, that's not why I want to go see a fucking even a comedy movie. It's like, man, I got to take my Eroxamax. It's like, dude, I don't want to hear about that shit. Oh, if you're watching like Bad Boy 6 or Bad Boy 7 or something, and then he's like, hey man, I need to put on my Depends. Like, no one wants to see that shit. Seriously. Yeah, I saw the advertisements for it, Eroxamax. It's boner pills that you don't need a prescription for. I don't know. Seems like BS. Sounds dangerous. Motherfuckers. I was trying to get some fireflies and these motherfuckers jumped out. Motherfuckers. We're going to do it right this time. All right, baby. Motherfuckers. You ain't shit. Bitch. All right, let me go back to my sunset firefly hunting here. We're going to get any. Did they fuck it up? Shit. Okay, then he's going back into he's going back into rap videos, I guess. Oh, he's making I Am Legend 2. All right. He's doing a black version of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Oh Lord. What is that from Disney? Probably. Oh God. All right. I Am Legend. Dun-dun. Yeah, that still only gets like 7.2 stars. Is it really that good? Dun-dun. Oh, Will Smith isn't. Wow, he's like wearing a dress now or something. He's been wearing women's clothing for a long time, huh? Dude. Huh. It's like some people like it and some people don't like it. I don't know. I might watch it sometime. I think I tried to watch the original I Am Legend with Vincent Price one time, and it was interesting. I don't know if I finished the whole thing. I know I tried to watch the whole thing, but it's like I guess I Am Legend is like trying to be like it's one of the first like 28 days later, or it's before. Isn't it before Night of the Living Dead? Yeah, I think so. It's based on a book. Yeah, it's a 1954 post-apocalyptic horror novel. Yeah. It was called The Last Man on Earth. It's the Vincent Price one. Yeah. Wakey, wakey. dun, dun. Do, do. Boulder breaker. Boom. Break it. Yeah. Yeah. Climate. Oh, yeah. We found this right here. We got the boulder breaker. Bam! Found some booty. Oh, that amber and the topaz, huh? Welcome to the Bro Pass. So where we at? We're at the spool bite. Yeah. We're at the Ja'apu Ridge by Tau. We're gonna head up to Tau Tau Peak. In case y'all are wondering about the geographics, the topographic geography going on here. Mm. Climbing it up. Oh shit! I run out of energy, huh? No, we're gonna bring that Winergy. Hell yeah, always. We're going on a freestyle journey tonight, so there's not really a set trajectory. So we're going on a kind of a jazz session, kind of freestyle. So enduring veggie cream soup. Will that help me out? Oh, we got the energizing glazed meat. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Adds a big bar of your energy. Yeah. Oh, you know what we should do? Yeah, this. Put on my climate shit. Yeah. Yeah. There's other ways we can help this be successful. This ascent. Uh, we upgraded some of our. And then get on that Willie Nelson. We got climbing jump stamp. Oh, you increase the stamina even further. Got my climbing gear. Climbing gear. Oh, going in like Tom Cruise, dog. Like a warrior. Like a beast. almost there. You can do it. You can do it. Go! In. Da-da-da. Yeah. That was pumped. All right. Let's bring it to the next dope. We're out of arrows, though. That's a problem. We're out of arrows. Get the boulder breaker off and into yeah. Oh. So Donald Trump is gonna rename the hexagon. He's gonna call it the hexadom. Ha ha ha. Not really. Yeah. That Kamala Harris campaign. That would definitely be studied as like one of the worst campaigns ever, like in the history of all of mankind. Oh yeah. All right. Need to get some arrows though for real. I think my dog needs to go. Okay. You need to get some water. All right, water break. Yes. Huh? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, it's on the stairs. Yeah. Unless you're keeping the office. Gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, okay, it's like, it's 30 degrees. It's gonna be, it's 31, whatever it's gonna be. Yeah. 30 degrees. We don't have to take it away. Okay. My dog took a shit, so I had to, take care of that. Yeah. Well, I let her down so she could sleep. Okay, baby. Love you. You with your blanket is chilly. I love you too. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so on this one, it's like um, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. Now we're back to it. Yeah. Now the dog is taking a massive shit. So now we're ready to proceed. All right. It was a big stinky ass shit. It was a big Shih Tzu shit, and it was fucking nasty. All right. But I washed my hands real good, so got some fresh iced tea. Now the doggy doo doo doesn't begin until tomorrow again. Uh, yeah. Where's the hose in this place? Ladies of the night, OnlyFans. Uh, okay. How much to see the good stuff? Uh, but I don't want no STDs. Well, you don't get STDs in OnlyFans, huh? That's just women take off their pants and shit. But you gotta pay for it though, so fuck that. OnlyFans. Modern society is fucking silly, huh? Hell yeah. Yo, Torfu, the giant of Rallis Pond. I'm breaking shit, bitch. Ah. Oh, you wanna fight me, boy? Alright. You asked for it, dog. Mm. You ain't no warrior, dog. Ah, you're a bitch. Yo, it's your boy Giotto. Yeah. Yo, so many side quests, dog. Uh, yeah. Some kind of priest. Who the hell are you, fish man? That's La Flat. I'm not looking for La Flat. I'm looking for the girls with big tits. Ha 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 ha. La Flat. Lie flat my ass. Oh, we have a mission to accomplish here. I love when I'm in Gungan City. Oh, it's not Star Wars though. Well, it's kind of like Star Wars Episode 1 of Phantom Menace. It's kind of like that. Kind of brings me back to the Star Wars of Phantom Menace days. And the Gungan City, in the underwater city. Those were the days, my man. They'll never come. Oh, it's Tula, like my dog. Like our new puppy. She'll be dropping turds as well. It's your boy Sidon. My boy. Oh, we're back to left flat. Okay. Well, you don't know where the hell you're going. All right. That's great. I'm glad there's not really big fish, dudes. That's all I gotta say. That'd scare the shit out of me in real life. Yeah. That's your boy Groove. That's a homie. Vito. Have we already been here already? I get lost up in. This game is immense. Yeah. You got Tona. You got Muzu. I forgive, but I never forget. Don't you forget. I remember. Keep my eyes on you next time, bitch. Got your boy Trello. Is this your boy Trello? Yeah. Trident down. Right. There she is. Oh, how do I get it? Ah, yes. I was planned for that too. Oh shit. Oh, there it is. Oh, you're right. You're on the right track. All right. Yeah, just take this. No. Well, your Zora armor for this kind of deal. There she is. Not really time for Miss America yet. Alright. Let's do it. Are we in like Flint? Not yet. Now there. Shit. Take me down to the paradise titty, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Ooh. Got the ceremonial trident. Let's get it. All right. Do we need another iron sledgehammer? Nope. We do need that. All right. Choose the force, Luke. Use the force, Link. Wasn't good. Time to use the Jedi skills again. Ah, crap. Jedi skills? Well, we can't teleport through matter in this game. I have to do things the old-fashioned way. We'll have to use quantum teleportation instead. Yeah. I found Poseidon's trident. Oh. Ah, I can't fly it. Do I remember this one? Oh, I do. Oh, yes. This one we had a. This is the one that is so much fun. Is this is the one that's going to blow your tits. What? Never mind. This one's really gonna rev your engines, if you know what I mean. This is what the Zelda-ing is all about right here. But first I must kill Duck. Can't stand Duck. Birds in the water and all that. Fish. I don't like fish either. It's like fishy. Oh, let's put on a Zora suit here. Oh, you upgraded that. That's good. Upgraded your.
Revolving scale is now ready.
All right. Oh. Ah. Yeah. Bitch-dang. Oh, yeah. It's like a down thrust from Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. Do. Daga Keek Shrine. Daga Keek. So Daga Kiki. Let us proceed to the Stargate. Yeah. Well, dogs are very, very fun, but is there a drawback or a dog back? Uh, the shit, the dog shit, they call it dog shit for a reason. The dog shit is very, very smelly. So if you can, the love is worth all the diarrhea, the pee, and the shit. But the love and companionship is worth it. And your dog won't take half your stuff in the divorce. So if you can put up with pukings, really smelly shits, occasional pee-pees, then you're good. Yeah. Kind of wish dogs had longer lives though, than just 15 years or something. Oh well. I wish the dog life expectancy was like, man, I wish they lived at least like 30 years, 40 years. Not like 200 years where I'd be dead before they passed away, but not like tortoise, like 200 years, like a Vulcan. Ah! Did my battle cry. Ah! But I don't want to scare my dogs though. Keep that on the down low as it approaches 2 a.m. and Central Standard Time, Houston, Texas experience. Well, I ran out of Louisiana iced tea, but I had one bag left. And my stepfather had bought this green tea, thinking it was gonna, I don't know. He always is doing stuff to try to like live forever and shit. But yeah, my stepdad has always been like paranoid about his mortality, uh, and so. But I decided there was two bags of green tea, and then I had one Louisiana. So I made a mixture of. I made there was two Kroger green teas, and then I mixed the one Louisiana. How does the green and then Southern iced tea taste together? At first, you know what? I was like, I didn't really like it, but the more glasses I have of it, the more that I'm like, oh, you know what? This green tea Southern tea mix isn't that bad. So I guess my gamble worked, or my spontaneous creation. I guess it worked because I added some sugar and not too much sugar, just enough to make the. So I think it blended decently. I suppose. I don't. I don't. It definitely wasn't a catastrophe by any means. So I was able to comp it decently, but I'm not going to do it again unless I'm just in a pinch and I ran out of Louisiana again, which I hope does not happen for a long time. But it will not happen for a long time because we have Louisiana a full pack now. So tired of lizards up in here, boy. Lizards always causing disturbance, causing mess. Yeah. Oh. Uh, uh, uh. So what are some of the lies that the media is telling about Donald Trump and Elon Musk and Doge and all this? Now, ordinarily, this would be like the most awesome coalition of all time. Elon Musk, one of the wealthiest and most intelligent guys in the world. Donald Trump, one of the most iconic presidents and real estate developers and leaders. Uh, RFK Jr., part of the Kennedy clan, the the nephew of John Fitzgerald Kennedy, one of the most charismatic and greatest presidents, uh, or at least one of the most popular presidents of all time. Whether he was great is another matter, but he was assassinated, so didn't really have time to really shine. But he shined, and they call it Camelot, with JFK and Jackie O. And then RFK Jr.'s dad, of course, was Robert Kennedy Sr., part of the Kennedy clan. Um, so ordinarily, this would be a superstar team, and the media would gloss and glow in normal times. And also Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence, um, a decorated military veteran who also, besides being Director of National Intelligence, um, yeah, she's a woman too, and she's a pretty awesome and accomplished woman. Uh, and she switched from the Democrat Party to the Republican Party. Much like I don't know if did RFK Jr. did he switch to the Republican Party? I don't know if you have to. I don't know if they force you to register if you like if you're part of the cabinet if you're selected. I guess he's not. Oh no, I'm sorry. He switched to independent and then yeah. Oh okay. So if you're independent, you can be part of the Republican Party. So I don't know if they force you to register or not if you become a cabinet. And so, I mean, ordinarily this would be one of the most triumphant American coalitions of all time. And if you look at the celebrities too, you're talking about like, Hulk Hogan, even though that's really old. I mean, this is like one of the most all American administrations like in forever. And the most pro American. Now the leftist media is pretending like this is not happening, like this incredible coalition is not happening, or it's sinister, or it's uh, imperialist, or whatever. It's Nazi or fascist or whatever the hell, whatever kind of fucking hoax the Democrat Party is trying trying to perpetuate on ABC Dishonesty, Disney News, CNN, MSNBC, and CBS and fucking NBC. Yeah, but all those legacy corporate media um, outfits are all dying off. Their ratings are in the toilet. I mean, like no one's taking legacy media seriously as much anymore. They don't take it as gospel. There was a time maybe like in the early 2000s when I was really young and naive and gullible when I just said, okay, whatever they tell me is what must be happening on ABC, CBS, and uh, NBC and CNN. Not. I've never really taken Microsoft NBC as gospel because that's Microsoft Bill Gates of hell. Uh, that's just Microsoft NBC. I've never taken that as like a serious news source anyway. Not in any real capacity. But the big three, NBC, uh, CBS, and ABC, used to be just the TV news corporate media giants. They were the mainstream legacy media at one point, and but now they're just increasingly farcical and increasingly not trusted by the American people, like not even in any capacity whatsoever. So Nice. That's what I was going for. Oh, oh, yes. Let's do it. So there was a time when I would trust the um, the legacy media, maybe in the early 2000s, and whatever they said, I would say, "Oh yeah, okay, oh yeah, yeah, whatever you say." It was kind of like you know how when you're younger you don't question what your mom and dad say. It's kind of like that. So maybe when you're younger you just like automatically listen to what your mom and dad say, and then when you get older you're like, hold on, they're just flawed uh, adult human beings like me. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to start questioning what they're saying because, well, that's adulthood. Yeah. It doesn't mean that your mom and dad are always wrong. It just means stand that they're not always right. And so that's now typically if you're fortunate enough your parents aren't lying to you most of the time. So I don't want to let. Oh yeah, you let go of that because that shit sucks. You get the He-Man sword. I have the power by the power of Grayskull. He-Man for the '80s kids, the 1980s kids, like I used to be back in the old days. Um, so one thing that kids may not do is question their parents. Like, so maybe a kid doesn't question his dad. Like, he just thinks whatever's happening is normal. So God forbid it's something bad if you're a kid, but hopefully a kid doesn't grow up and think, I wonder why mommy goes out at night in scantily clad clothes and comes back with dollar bills. You know, anything wicked or anything, but anything fucked up. But I wonder why daddy goes out late at night with a gun and comes back with a briefcase of heroin or whatever. Oh, really? Okay. You want to play rough? Okay, I play with you. Stay with that pose, please. Smile. Oh, is there two of them? Huh? Thank you. You're not Gambit, bitch. There's only one Gambit on X-Men. It's not you. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Hmm. Oh, thanks. Alright, what are we gonna do? A demon kava. Yes, indeed. Alright. Get this He-Man sword. Oh, we got. Let's finish up the flame blade. Ooh, that was funny to you. The battle by the bridge, epic. So likewise, like a kid might trust their parents when they're young. People back in the days, there was only like back in the day there was only three major news networks. It was NBC, ABC, and CBS, and then there was CNN that came to cable news network, and that was revolutionary at the time by Ted Turner uh, because it was a 24-hour news cycle, 24-hour news network. And then I guess Microsoft NBC joined the fray in some kind of corporate evil synergy.
Vivaldi scale is now ready.
Ah, well then. Piz, we have something tasty on the horizon. No, what would you write like in an action adventure movie? What kind of line would it be? Like some kind of cool line? Say, oh, it looks like we have something delicious on the menu. Nah, that's probably like too generic. Oh, it's your boy trying to be hard. Yeah. I remember Hard Boy. Thinks he's like the best fighter. Oh man, I wanted to knock him off. What? That castle?
Uh,
Okay. So there was a time when Americans took whatever the corporate media said as gospel, but times have changed and people do not anymore. So what was the straw that broke the camel's back? Yeah. When was the trust broken? I guess you could say. All right. Well, I guess it was. I want to say that it was in 2003, the invasion of Iraq. I want to say it was when the media told the American public this is when everything went wrong for the corporate media, where they lost their trust. Like this was the first time. Well, I mean that I know of. I mean it could have been before, but so the media, George W. Bush said that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Uh, but there were none found. Okay. So then the 2003 invasion happened. George W. Bush, Donald Rumsfeld, Condoleezza Rice, etc. Dick Cheney. Can't hold them long, huh? Yep. All right, so that's the first time that the Americans, it could have been before, but I think that was a major time that Americans felt betrayed by not just the President of the United States. That had happened many times before in the modern age. But that might have been the beginning and the end for the corporate media. And then, of course, there was the rise of internet journalism and the internet in the 2000s as well. And then started to increase in the 2010s, and then, of course, accelerated in the 2020s. So, and then there was one betrayal after the other by the NBC, ABC, Disney, and the usual suspects: CBS, ABC, NBC, um, CNN, Microsoft, NBC. In addition, they started to get more and more deranged and to tell more and more lies, and they got totally unhinged and disconnected from the American people to the point uh, that the ratings are still to this day in serious jeopardy. Almost to the point of no return. Oh yeah, can you do that? Yeah, can you hit it? I don't know if you can just knock it off, huh? Smash it. Oh, can you bring it down? Like, sit a box on it. Sit a box on it. Yeah, it's fun, dude. Oh, okay, it's just right over here. Is he over here? This door on top. So eventually, over time, the media, the truthfulness, credibility of legacy mainstream corporate media, it became less and less trusted by uh, the American public and people. Can't really like knock it out of the sky like some of the other drones. Forget about it. Forget about it. And then cable news networks, and except for Fox, of course, and let's go on to the shit over there. Oh well. So eventually, the mainstream legacy fake news media, they've told so many lies for the deep state and the military industrial pharmaceutical state propaganda complex that eventually they cried wolf so many times and there were so many lies, so many hoaxes that the American public uh, stopped believing in what they were saying because it had become too much. It had become unbearable, the amount of lies. Culminating in the ultimate betrayal and lack of trust during the 2020 global pandemic and the vaccines and the censorship by big tech, by Meta, Facebook platforms, Google, Alphabet Corporation, and et cetera. Shit, motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Ooh. How does it feel? Got a bomb arrows? Yep. Some fire arrows. There it goes. Alright, let's go kill it. Oh shit.
Rivali scale is now ready.
Alright. Get the master sword. When I left you, I was but the learner, but now I am the master. Only a master of evil doth. So, what is the program of CBS or MSNBC like normally? What is a news report or some kind of news show? Um, all right, it's certain key points of global elites that they hit. It's like so a typical news broadcast of like NBC, CBS, uh, or ABC, dishonesty, Disney News will go something like this: floods, famines, fires, floods, famines, fires, storms. Now, if it's during the spring, it's tornadic activity, which is normal. So, major. It's a major shift from winter to spring, so that causes a lot of weather changes. Okay, and that's usually there's tornadoes uh, there's going to be a lot of storms. Traditionally they would call it. Uh, Traditionally, it would be called not global warming or climate change. It would be called uh, April showers bring May flowers, essentially. Okay, so the typical broadcast to ABC Disney is it's going to be okay. If it's the winter, they're going to say, "Oh God, the snows, the storm." It's winter though, so it's supposed to have snowstorms. There's supposed to be Arctic air. It's not unusual, but they got to hype up the death and destruction and act like it's because people are uh, because their carbon emissions, because they're driving cars, is the way the Earth's weather patterns are behaving this way. Which I don't deny global warming. I do not deny global warming um, that is caused by human activity, burning fossil fuels and emitting carbon emissions. But I am not a climate alarmist. Uh, I do not believe the Earth is doomed because humans burn fossil fuels. I just don't think. I just don't believe in that. So I would say concerned, perhaps. Alarmed, no. And yes, I did see Al Gore's "The Inconvenient Truth" about global warming before the Democrats and the elites started to call it climate change. So, did the world end? Did all the ice caps melt like an inconvenient truth? Did the Earth go underwater? Is the Earth over? No, none of that happened. Could it happen? Maybe one day. I don't know. Is the world ending? No, not as far as I know. It could end in multiple ways. AI, yeah, I mean, I guess it could be climate change or global warming eventually, not quickly. Could it be an asteroid? F FY FYR4 whatever 2024, whatever that shit's called. Could be. I don't know. What's going on with the food situation here? Do I still got plenty of? Used to. Oh, you guys still got plenty of shit. Yeah. All right. So I'm not a climate alarmist. I think that definitely greenhouse gases and global warming should be that should be a concern to find alternative energy to fossil fuels that actually could work, like nuclear fusion, the power of the sun, for instance. Uh, yeah, but you can't just strip away people's fossil fuels and have no system to replace it with. You can't have John Kerry and Al Gore on fossil fuel burning jets and Taylor Swift, and then them lecture the public uh, about burning fossil fuels when they burn fossil fuels traveling all the time. So if you're going to replace carbon emissions and fossil fuels, and if you're going to replace hydrocarbons, then you better damn well have the the clean technology and the infrastructure ready to go before you implement it or impose it on people. Okay, so like a typical episode of uh, ABC Nightly News with David Muir or ABC World News with David Muir is going to be, oh God, the winter storms, oh the gridlock, the chaos of the. It's all about talking about the chaos and the fucking end of the world and shit, the apocalypse. So it's all about that in the news, in the legacy media news. And so if it's in the winter, it's about the winter storms. If it's in if it's NBC, ABC, and CBS, in if it's in the spring, it's about spring storms. It's about when the winter transitions into spring, and there's tornadic activity, and there's major thunderstorms, and there's major floods, and there's all that stuff. And then the summer is all about uh, it's all about how hot it is and how that's global warming and that's climate change and it's causing devastating effects. And then fucking hurricanes, like climate change and CO2 is causing more devastating hurricanes than in the past when it's like the same, like when it's basically the same level of similar weather patterns. So it's all to cause panic. Like your great great grandmother never experienced hurricanes of certain magnitudes when they most certainly did. That something is different now when it's not different at all. Like hardly. Okay, so then maybe ABC dishonesty Disney. Then they're like, okay, maybe going into the fall, maybe it's drought. Oh my God, the drought. Oh, people in the world have never gone through famine or drought. It must be climate change. You must get an electric vehicle to save the earth, or whatever the fuck it is. You bad, bad, naughty people. Even though John Kerry of the Heinz and the Skull and Bones Yale Society flies on private jets to Davos, Switzerland all the time. The elites of the world burn so many fossil fuels, and Al Gore and all those fucking hypocrites. Yeah, that's what's up. Oh yeah. Oh, Perpy died. Perpy is back. Oh, oh my God, Perpy is reborn. Perpy has returned. Perpy is back. Perpy, we ride again through the power of reincarnation. Yeah, yeah, Perpy. Yeah. I call him Perpy not because he's a perpetrator, but because he's purple, so it's Perpy. All right, Perpy, hold on. All right, take a chill for a little bit, Perp. Yeah, we'll get to the stable, my brother. Get back to. All right, Perpy. Get the boy, Perpy. Mm. All right, it's time to hit the sack. Man, Bakango's everywhere, fool. So the Democrats and the legacy media basically they fused together in their anti-Trumpism, and they decided to lie in tandem, and they got caught red-handed multiple times over the years, and people lost faith in not just the legacy media but also the Democrat Party, and so they're betrayed and lied to and gaslit so many times that people said enough. And so there it is, Trump's second term. That was the reaction. That was the people just having enough. Okay, enough plagues, enough vaccines, enough fucking climate change, enough fucking bullshit, enough fucking inflation, enough fucking endless wars, enough fucking everything. People just said enough, no more. almost
The volley scale is now
almost collectively, almost in concert, almost unanimously. But it wasn't Joe Biden or Kamala Harris who got a second term, or Kamala Harris didn't get a first term and Joe only got one. It's very telling that Donald Trump got two terms, even if they were non-consecutive. Yeah, that's an unusual circumstance to have a reelection and a worldwide global pandemic, or plandemic, as some would call it, came about. It's a very unusual circumstance, to say the least. It's not normal. So normally, if you had a dynamite team like this that was cutting government deep state waste, like USAID and other corrupt programs and federal overspending programs, overreach programs, normally American people would, or I'm sorry, the legacy media in the past, maybe long ago, might rejoice and celebrate along with American citizens. But no, that is not the path they have chosen. That is not the path that ABC, Disney, or Dishonesty News and legacy fake news media have chosen. They have chosen to double down. They have chosen that path. So they're at odds from at least 76 million American citizens and voters. So trying to wreck my chill. Shit. That's what I want, boy. Oh, you didn't get shit on that, dude. Uh, what? It's my boy. My electrical dragon. Yeah, that's what you used to call your old bong, huh? Not really. Used to call my bong the electric dragon. Fuck no. Yeah. When we fighting the lizards. Fighting the lizards. Dee dee dee. Fighting the lizards. Mm. Fighting the lizards. Your ass is history, boy. Okay, so the legacy mainstream fake news media has lost all credibility, as with the Democrat Party, and they're just doubling down, looking ridiculous, flailing about, complaining about Nazis and bullshit that doesn't exist, and they sound and they look ridiculous. And the Kamala Harris campaign was one of the worst campaigns I have ever seen, heard, experienced in my entire life. It was just pure shizit, bullshit at that. Total and complete bullshit, like of the highest caliber. And even though Kamala Harris uh, spent, I mean, I'm sorry, the Democrat National Convention gave her $2 billion and still didn't help at all because she was a crappy, shitty candidate and dumb as a box of rocks and all that stuff and all that other shit. All right, everybody, what? Hey, all right. Here's the deal, though. You know what we're gonna do? Here's if we got time, we're gonna freeze this boy. Hmm. Ooh, I just blew myself up though. Yeah, that wasn't very cool. Boing. Blew my own ass up. All right, that's it. Uh uh. Yeah. Oh wait. Do I have any? No, I have no ice stuff, huh? Do you have an ice arrow? Oh yeah, you do. You got ice, baby. Yeah, nice, nice, baby. Uh, uh, nice, baby. shit. Do it right. And you just wasted it. What? Alright. Maybe turn it down because my dog is getting older and yeah. Get some of that bazooty. Oh yeah. It's my duty to get some bazooty. Hit her in the duty because she was a cutie. Nice rhyme. Yeah, I was trying there. Let's be honest, I just wanted to rap bazooty. That was the only reason. Ah, yes. Okay, and probably those that voted for Joe Biden, they had no idea how far left he was going to go, and how far left the Democrat Party had gone. They probably thought it was going to be something, you know, maybe not as leftist as Obama. Maybe they thought it was going to be a return to some sort of Clintonian type moderate, uh, like the old Democrat Party with Bill Clinton. Maybe that's what they thought it would come back to. But no, it was way far gone. It was way far leftist by that time. It was not moderate at all. Yeah, I know Joe Biden said I'm going to be the uniter in chief, and I'm going to be the one who brings the Republicans and Democrats together and all this bullshit. But that did not happen. Not at all. Not even close. Not in any way, shape, or form, or whatever saying you could say. It had no semblance of his bullshit whatsoever. Um, Probably what a lot of Americans were thinking: what was going on with the LGBTQ plus? What was going on with the trans and the gay shit? It was a little. It was very front and center to the far leftist agenda, this gay satanic agenda. Why transsexualism was promoted instead of um, just tolerated? Why was it celebrated? And they tried to push it on little children and all this other shit. I guess they're just evil and satanic. I guess that was their plan. But the American public was left baffled. Like, why? They were just thinking, why so much gay shit? Like, what is this? Like, we don't understand this. And then, of course, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, they kneecapped the American energy independence and industry, like from day one. Also, it seemed like Joe Biden and the Democrats were reversing uh, some Trump policies out of spite instead of doing it for what was the best thing for the American people. They were just doing it because it was Trump's policies, so we have to reverse everything he's done. Bring your shit on, dome. Might get you dawn, boy. Get that wing cleaver. Mm, get the wing cleaver. My name is Scott Wheeler. Not drinking tequila. Mm, we got the sneaky meat pie though. Hell yeah. Name is Scott Wheeler. No, that was one of my distant cousins. He's a rapper and he lives in Houston actually. Talk with him a few times. I've seen him a lot because I was in yeah he was in a band and then he was the drummer in in this band and then my friends the band I wasn't in the band. I was just friends of the band and I would go to the band practices and stuff and then I would see him and it was like dude I knew who he was and I was like I knew he was a relative. I mean, but we didn't hang out after high school or anything like that. But I mean, we didn't grow up together, so it's like I I knew his picture and shit, and then I would see him out in public, like in concerts, and I was like, I know that guy. It was just kind of a weird thing because it was like, hey, I know that guy somehow. I don't know how, but it's because he's a uh, like a distant cousin or something. They always trick you with the like lonely girl bullshit. So Matt was doing his his rap on. I listened to it on SoundCloud. I listened to his stuff on SoundCloud, and then I have my shit on SoundCloud. Did I just change it to Phenom Ninja on there? I might have just changed my shit to Phenom Ninja. It was originally called something else. Sometimes it's called Scott Wheeler, but uh, he has like a rap name on there, and it was like he's like my name is Wheeler, and I'm drinking fucking tequila. It's like one of his raps made me laugh because of Wheeler and tequila. Yeah, that did make me laugh. Uh, Wheeler tequila. We should just come out with Wheeler tequila. Fuck it. Here. Wheeler tequila, and then it like comes with his rap CD in it. Yeah, the vicious sickle. Shall we? Yeah, 16. Maybe this is the weakest shit. The Zora Spear. It should be like Should be like the most badass shit, but it sucks. Oh well. Forget about it. Are we on? Okay, we're at 3:03 a.m. Yeah, it's probably time to head to the time to head to the stair to the REM, the rapid eye movement. I don't know why I was like. I guess it's getting late. Like I was gonna say, let's. It's time to head to the stairway. That didn't even make any sense. The stairway to REM. The stairway to dreamland. No, when I was young and at my friend's band practice, and then I saw his band play. Uh, yeah, it was like I would see them, but I would never go up to them and say like, "Hey, are you like my distant cousin?" Like, I never felt like getting that awkward. All right, boys, enjoy this bomb. Enjoy that to your balls. Oh, enjoy your balls. Enjoy this. Ooh. Just stay in that pose for me. Thank you. I'll split your head open. Have a nice day. Or have a nice sleigh. Have a nice sleigh. Yeah, I know some girls. Memorial High School in Houston. They were uh, caught by the FBI planning a like some sort of school shooting and bombing. Yeah, it's very sad. Oh, do I need another wind cleaver? Of course, you need another cleaver. You need another blade of doom, a blade of destiny, bequeathed with the blade of destiny. Uh-oh. Oh, you can only freeze one bat at a time? Oh, saw y'all sneak up on me, dog. Trying to creep up on me. Uh-uh. All right. We're going to burn those bats next time. I assure you. I assure you. Up in the gatepost, dome. Just don't get in the hate post. Wow, wow. Yeah, I mean, I thought the Democrats would just like that they would just go, okay, Trump is president, and that's what the American people wanted, and they would just go, all right, like they wouldn't double down on gaslighting and bullshit, but um, no, that's not what they have elected to do. They have elected to double down on the same Russian collusion hoaxes and the same Nazi hoaxes, and they just decided to run their hoax playbook. But the problem is that no one's buying their lies and their constant hoaxes anymore. So that's the big problem that they have. Nobody's buying what they're selling anymore because no one believes it. It's just caca. Mount Velora, the Taobab grassland, the Grindon Plains. Oh, yes, we will go to these amazing places. Uh, oh, that's where we wanted to go. Indeed. Well, I think, yeah, it is very late. So I'm going to go to Dreamland, the Stairway to Dreamland. And I hope after all these freezes that another cold isn't setting in on me. But on the I loved on Gutfeld where Greg Gutfeld said, oh, "What's that?" I put some Victor's Vapor Rub, and he goes, "Oh, it's not called Victor's Vapor Rub. It's called Vicks." It's the part that was pretty. You typically that wouldn't be funny. Somebody messing up Vicks Vapor Rub for Victor's, but since I've been using Vicks Vapor Rub, not just during this winter, but also COVID 19 quite a bit. It was kind of funny that he called it Victor's Vapor Rub. Yeah, normally that wouldn't be very funny, huh? Like maybe I wouldn't laugh at that joke, but since I since I used Vicks Vapor Rub so much during the plague and during this winter as well, it was kind of funny. It brought out a laugh a little bit more than usual. It hit, in other words. Or you like I like the cat temp joke. I had sex with a man, and this is what happened to me. That she got pregnant. It was funnier with the picture though. She was like, it looks like she's all knocked up, and she has the pregnant belly, and she looks like sick and like miserable. And then she said, "Oh, I had sex with a man, and this is what happened to me." That was a pretty good one too. For female humor, that was pretty good, huh? You got die right here. Oh, okay. He's saying, yeah, this is a guy who acts like he's hard, but he's really a pussy. I ain't worried about it, Dawn. We'll fight the Lionel next time. All right, let's be like die and just hide like a pussy. Hell yeah. To boldly flee.